Now, my closing statement. So yeah, basically the summary of the fraudulent practices. Yeah, there's a lot of evidence that Gary is involved with numerous financial criminal activities. It's consistently market manipulation, insider trading, pump and dump schemes, sell-shaming practices with a variety of projects. He promotes unregistered securities, makes unsupported claims, and uses psychological manipulation on vulnerable individuals. He's also price fixing, price anchoring, and creating artificial demand at the same time. I mean, he's deceiving his followers, his investors, the community constantly. He just wants to enrich himself, his staff, his family, at the expense of his investors and supporters. And then he uses all that money from fraud to start his children's brand, basically, like to keep his children's brand growing, which is very concerning. And not only for just Web3 and crypto and NFT market, it's concerning for everyone that has a children, any parents out there. They should completely avoid this man. The impact on investors, I mean, I spoke to at least 50 individuals that are seeking refunds because they were deceived. They felt they were defrauded, like you're right, like they were completely manipulated and lied to. He didn't hold up his end of the bargain. Just full of excuses from Gary and Gary's team. Never takes accountability for anything. It's always somebody else's fault or always something else. Someone else's. Yeah, it's always something else. A lot of people already sold and took the profits and moved on. A lot of former VeeFriend holders are in the same boat as me, where they don't see Gary Vaynerchuk as legitimate. They actually see him as a fraudulent scumbag that he truly is, and that he did truly extract 200 million from the NFT market as a whole and more. Now, the importance of awareness and vigilance, again, I mentioned it several times in this commentary already. It's bad for society. It's bad for the community at large. It's bad for the investors. I mean, it's going to be hard to grow the NFT space or the crypto space with people like this being constantly put on a pedestal, especially when big names and big influencers, besides a handful of them, are speaking up about this, right? And not only that, he tarnished the reputation of other companies like Pepsi, Budweiser, Bud Light, MLB, right? Good luck for them to enter back into Web3. Why would anyone trust them after what they've done under Gary's company and direction? Now, the role of education. Investors obviously need to conduct thorough research before making any final decision, performing due diligence by analyzing market trends, which is very important. That way, Gary can't tell you something's going to be worth money. Like you should be able to tell that yourself. Understanding the fundamentals of investments and utilizing various tools to make informed decisions. Education, yeah, plays a crucial role in the process. Yeah. Utilizing investment courses, yeah. Yep. Staying informed, yeah. Exactly. It's just doing research. Like it comes down to research. Yeah, you got to research everything especially when you invest in NFTs, crypto, and you have to do critical thinking and always look at both sides. Don't just look at one side because they're going to be biased, and don't look at just the negative side because they might be biased too. Like it's good to look at both sides and then get a clear picture to understand everything. Call to action for investors. Yeah, especially in the NFT market, it's good to have healthy doses of skepticism, especially when individuals are influential and they're promising returns and promising, good things. I mean, it's kind of obvious, but some people just fall for it anyways. I know there is a lot of gamblers in the NFT market, and they probably don't even care that Gary's fraudulent, right? That's 100%. I get that. Now, the community generally does a good job at holding some bad actors accountable. However, there are a lot of people who are in positions of authority, and they will continue to exploit their influence and manipulate narratives and projects to enrich themselves. There's a lot of big name influencers that are not raising awareness for some reason or another about certain bad actors, and they could have vested interest. There's a long list of reasons why they're doing it. However, like that tarnishes the market. Like people will not come into a market where we're promoting bad actors. It just doesn't make any sense. And so, yeah, so when we're promoting these bad actors and we're putting them on pedestals and, you know, they're the face of the NFT market, but then anybody could just do a quick Google search and find out that they're actually fraudulent. Well, it doesn't look good at all. It just makes it look like we're a bunch of scammers. Like, you know what I mean? Regulators definitely need to step up. I mean, I just don't understand how they could charge Tom Billier and like Impact Theory and Stoner Cats when Gary was significantly worse at the time. That to me is wild. Again, a trusted source has told me that Gary privately settled with the SEC. I obviously cannot find any like direct evidence or hard evidence of that, but the trusted source has told me this. It wouldn't surprise me for one bit, as it is a known tactic from influential, so like influential and celebrity like figures. It's common. But yeah, I feel like they should raise awareness with like Gary Vaynerchuk, Kevin Rose, Ryan Carson, even Banks, Mr. Beast. Like these people they should be facing public like scrutiny a little bit. Like they should be held accountable for what they've done. They profited 6 to 7 figures off fraud at the end of the day, and there's no accountability by regulators right now. It's kind of concerning. Now, my final thought, personal note. This is just my like from everything that I've gathered from everyone that I've spoken to, including employees, people that were deep in like deep close with him into like the gift goat community and things like that. So yeah, because of his divorce and then his percentage stake in VaynerMedia, I was told that it was reduced, and then this is why he focused everything into the NFT, because he was observing the rapid growth from August 2020 to January 2021 with the Top Shots, and then he got pulled in, and then he started doing his thing, and he saw the opportunities that he was going to be able to leverage and exploit and continue his lavish lifestyle. He knew he was going to be able to do this from at least since February 2021. And then, yeah, I do mention that most likely has private wallets given his character behaviors. I mean, he's out on YouTube doing anything for $50 profits and celebrating that like it's like the best thing ever. So, I mean, like, we're talking 4, 5, 6 figures here. Absolutely. I would not be surprised for 1 second if he had many private wallets dumping those NFTs just like he did with the World of Woman and just taking his gains. And I am committed to truth, especially in the NFT and Web3 market. But as a whole, like my whole premise is my Substack is dedicated to committed to truth. It's just to help alleviate misinformation, to shed light on myths and, you know, pseudoscience. And so this falls perfectly in. I was fortunate enough to be involved with this project and to see everything that I saw, and I just feel a certain responsibility. I have to bring awareness, or else I'm part of the problem as well. People are going to continue to be manipulated, especially vulnerable people, parents. And that's, yeah, I definitely want to warn them and raise awareness. And I feel like Gary needs to be held accountable. Like justice needs to be served. He should be charged by the regulators. I mean, to the extent of damages he's done, he should probably even go to prison, in my opinion. But that's a whole different topic. He should definitely 100% refund everybody that invested in his garbage products. Just